want me around here?
I'm not taping.
Should I put my hat on here?
Yeah, so introduce yourself.
Oh, you're dumb.
That's just the way we are. We're just sitting at the dinner table and shit. Yeah. So when were you born?
93, 8th of Jan. David Bowie's birthday.
Oh, really? You
And
born on-
Elvis Presley's birthday.
And Elvis Presley's birthday. What the fuck have you done with your life, bro?
One of the stage when everything was going on, with the good or bad, it's like youngest is always like it's portrayed as, you know, you're too young to understand or some of that whack shit. And it's like everything that was going on I understood at that time. I don't know, maybe exactly. Maybe if that's like just me or you know, but yeah, it's just being like misunderstood. You don't really have, to some extent, you don't have a voice. Post mum and dad.
But like, you know, living in Delatite when all four of us were pretty hectic and shit. What was it like for you as like a, you know, 11, 12-year-old onwards?
It's real mixed emotions. Like on weekends, you know, the cats that you and Az were hanging out with, you got junkies come around our house, and it's just like on that factor, it's like intimidation levels were high. You know, I didn't realize, but now I look back and I was like, had a lot of anxiety, especially around that age, and having dad not around. I only had him till what, like 10 or 11, and then you're just given this bunch of fucking freedom to do whatever. So you start taking drugs and really early, you know, and it was definitely hard, but you kind of like, your older brothers are what you look up to, you know, and when you see them just like smashing it and just fighting every cat over, you do the same. It's like by the time I got to 13, we were all taking pills, like 13, 14, we were all taking pills in the garage, like in the bungalow bit. You know, it's just like kind of monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't realize like at that time, oh yeah, because my brother Steve was doing it, I'm gonna do it. It's more of that like subconscious thing where you're like,
It's okay to do.
it's okay, yeah. You know, it's way too young, too early, and all that shit. Like I think, you know, I think I was the earliest to start out of the family as well. On one side, like mum, like on mad struggle street, like, you know, not being able to take lunch to school sometimes, or not even missing out on dinner on a night or two, you know, like you shouldn't have to experience that. Like no one should have to experience that regardless of what age, but you know, especially as a kid, that's the things I kind of didn't get. Skipping all through all that period, it's like, you know, you just get contained with
Gigi. Come on. So just explain like that period, like, you know, like as you got older, 16, 17, and you sort of started abusing particular drugs, and you know you had to go into you had to go into a rehabilitation center and all that sort of shit. So from then on, you know, like that progress of like personal development.
No, it's like nearly 10 years of drugs. It's like, yeah, it's over 9 years, easy. And then like, you know, for some reason that even when I went to the retreat, the rehabilitation, that's why I put myself in there, because of what I knew. I'd always know, whatever I'm doing, I'm just fucking up. You know? But I just never knew why, or like, I always knew, like, there was always this thing in the back of my head, like, you're fucking up, like, honestly, I was trying to get, like, sober for, like, 2 years. Is it? Like, the best I could do was, like, a week. And then, you know, I just got into different drugs, and, you know, and then it's just bad fucking news, and then that's when I just pulled myself up. I was like, you know, and a friend around me, like, one of my best friends, she was like, I think you need to fucking stop, you know, like you need to stop. And I said to her, and I promised myself, I promised her, like, this is like the end of the road for me. Like, and when I got back home after that situation, like, still had like probably like a grand came in my pocket, and I was just like you can either fucking do this and you just start and loop. Because that's all it is, like in drugs. You just keep looping and looping and looping until you feel like it.
Are you the real Stephen, bro? Or am I the real Stephen? And that's what the loop of drug is. And you're always trying to find that first high and you'll never get there.
So like, you know, from start to fin, it's like, I think it was like what Joe was addressing was definitely like the hip hop thing that you started doing. And that was like, that was just like, it's like a fucking Hollywood movie and shit. It's like you see some like, one of the guys from the ghetto and shit, like start getting up and shit. It's like Big Pun.
Yeah.
But you're a lot into the Big Pun, yeah. But like, this dude's gonna do something and shit, you know? Like, and seeing that, and especially your lyrics, like fucking hit home to me so hard. It's not funny. Obviously, because everything's relevant to me because it's like
I'll be close to it.
yeah, man. And from then onwards, it was just like, and that main message through there was just like, I was going through like hardcore depression on like fucking Seroquel, Fexor, like just bad like psychoactives and you know like. All that shit.
Yeah, keep going.
And yeah, it was just a message. All that message was just like a message of positivity. And that's when I was like 16 or 17, after being a few years on meds, I decided to just like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking try to get off these, you know? And that's when I got off them, and for about 6 months to a year, I went fucking loopy. Like, wasn't even drugs, it was like just getting off those meds, I went proper fucking loopy and
Yeah,
shit.
because they fuck you up.
They fuck you up hard. And I guess once it's like, as soon as you turn vegetarian, it was like you just started educating us a little bit on like, not even educated, you were just like, yo man, do you want vegetable juice? I was like, oh yeah. And the first time I had a proper fruit and veg juice, it was like, man, it feels like you're taking a line of speed and shit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember that day? Yeah. I'm like, man, it's like fucking having a line of speed. You know, it's quite clear that you took everyone's bullshit on throughout the years, you know, like whether it be fucking me, even if I was just having a hissy fit and I wouldn't have any weed and shit, and I'd like make this big fucking deal about it, you'd be like, Carl, eat weed and shit, I don't smoke it no more, but I'll get you weed. Or like, you know, on serious problems with, you know, the family and shit. But yeah, it's like your main messages are about love and positivity and shit, and that's what I gather from it, you know, and it's like, I've told you before, I can't wait to have a kid and be married and shit, and it's just like, I look at it now and it's like you're a perfect example.
I'm not perfect.
To me.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
They're a perfect example to me of, you know, how to be a father, and I've only seen a glimpse of it so far, but by 5 years I'd like to have a successful label. You know, I'd like to see Joey and I playing overseas, therefore would have to go overseas and create contacts and all that jazz. You know, like obviously release a bunch of music by then, a bunch of good music. Quit everything, even drinking, you know, it's just like, I'm on the path and now it's just like time to work hard and never stop working hard, you know, like, but for Joey and I, yeah, that's what I think, you know, hopefully like connected, like just fucking goes bang and shit, you know.
When you have your first kiss.
Babe, what the fuck is that? For my first kiss?
Babe, I'm a woman.
Actually,
what
it
sort of
involves him.
question I can ask?
It involves him.
Oh, yeah.
Babe, let him to tell.
I kissed this girl on, it's called Soldiers Reserve, which is like the local footy club's oval. And then out of nowhere, someone had told Stephen about it, and he rocks up because the gates were open, and he just starts, he's like, beep, 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 you're there! He's just ripping absolute skids and Joey's on that fucking football.
So there was a football ground. He was in the middle. He was in the middle, and a bunch of his friends are standing there, and him and this girl are just standing there, and his friends are trying to like push them into each other to kiss. And I seen him, and I was driving past, and I seen him, so I drove into the car park. There was a gate to get into the football ground, yeah?
It was open, yeah.
And I drove into the football ground, started like going around in circles, like beeping and shit, and telling them to kiss, and ended up kissing.
You ended up ruining that moment, honey.
I shit myself. A year later, you lost my beard.
Yeah, true. That's it. That's the interview done. That's Joey and Yanni, and then the next one will be ads if you can be fucked and shit. You're next, bro. Wait.
Oh, shit, man.
The real Steve.
You still. Yeah, kick the air, mate.